So my dear friends, we will be looking at a topic called resolving a number as a product of two factors. Resolving a number as a product of two factors. Friends, you know, any number, be it a prime number or composite number, we can write it as a product of two numbers. Even if it is a prime number, suppose 7, you take 7, you can write it as 1 into 7. That everybody knows regarding the property of a prime numbers. But we are especially dealing with composite numbers, because composite numbers can be written in more than one way, right? Because at least they will be having three factors. Minimum factors that a composite number will have is 3. So I am taking a very small number, 24. So let us discuss in how many ways 24 can be written as a product of two numbers, right? 24 can be written as 1 into 24. 24 can be written as 2 into 12. So 24 can be written as 3 into 8, and 24 can be written as 4 into 6. So we can write it in 4 ways. 1 into 24, 2 into 12, 3 into 8, 4 into 6. The total number of factors are 8. 8 factors are there. But number of, we can write it as a product of two number is 4 ways we can write. Right? So by looking at this data, I think we can create a formula by ourselves. What is that formula? I think we can create a formula like this. It is number of factors. It is the ways are half of the factors, right? So clearly we can write. So if you want to write any composite number as a product of composite number, we are not prime number anyway, we know. That's why I'm generally saying a number. If you want to write a number as a product of two numbers, two factors, so formula will be like this: number of factors whole divided by 2. Number of factors divided by 2. That means how many number of factors are there? 8 are there. So divided by 2, that is nothing but 4. 4 ways. There are 4 ways of writing a number into product of two numbers, right? So here, my dear friends, I am taking, suppose if in the exam, if 24 is given to me directly, instead of doing all these lengthy calculations, what I'll do, I know the methods how to get the factors, right? Suppose 24 is given to me. Immediately I'll resolve it into prime factorization method. I take it for finding the number of factors. I write it as 2 power 3 into 3 power 1. So I take the powers 3 and 1, 3 here, 1 here, plus 1, and here it is 4, it is 2, that is nothing but 8. So these 8 are the factors. Now to get the numbers 8 divided by 2, that is equal to 4. 4 ways I can do. So formula is working, right? Suppose, my dear friends, if I am taking another example, if 120 is given to me. First of all, I will write 120 as number of, I will find how many factors are there for 120. So that is nothing but prime factorization. I am doing 2 into 2 into 60. So I can write as 2 into 2 into 2 into 30. Okay, so 2 power 4, that means I will further write it 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 15. I am writing one more step here. So 2 power 4 into 3 power 1 into 5 power 1. This is the prime factorized form. So first I will get the number of factors. So this is 4 plus 1, and this is 1 plus 1, and this is 1 plus 1. First I will write the number of factors, my dear friends. So this is 5 into 2 into 2. 5 into 2 into 2 is equal to 20. So these are the factors. So to find in how many ways I can write 120. So 20 by 2 is equal to how many ways? In 10 ways I can write 120. In 10 ways I can write 120 as a product of two numbers. Suppose if you take like this, we can write 120 as 1 into 120, 2 into 60, okay, 3 into 40, 4 into 30, etc., etc. If you go like that, you will get 10 pairs. You will get 10 forms, right? Further we can go 5 into 24, etc., etc. So in 10 ways we can write 120 as a product of two numbers. So what is the formula here? Number of factors by 2. But my dear friends, this formula will be very convenient and easy to use if the number given to you is a non-perfect square number. Non-perfect square number, you can clearly see 24 is a non-perfect square number, 120 is a non-perfect square number, right? But we will be getting some issues when we are dealing with a perfect square number like 36. 36 is a perfect square number, 6 square, 196. So 196 is nothing but 14 square. So a small trick we have to follow, or a small change in the method, or a small logic we have to apply when we are dealing this concept in case of perfect square numbers also. We will be looking into that issue, right? Now friends, we will look into the case of perfect square numbers. So I am taking a perfect square number called 36. So we can write 36 as a product of two factors in these many ways. We can write, first of all, we can write it as 1 into 36, 2 into 18, 3 into 12, 4 into 9 and 6 into 6. Okay, so we can write 36 as product of two factors in 5 different ways. So 1 into 36, 2 into 18, 3 into 12, 4 into 9 and 6 into 6. So total how many factors we have? So we have 9 factors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 6 we should take only for one time, and 9, 12, 18 and 36. My dear friends, the whole issue is here. This is 6 into 6 is equal to 36 because 6 is taken for 2 times. So we should not say that there are 10 factors. There are only 9 factors because 6 is the same number. So but if we use the formula that we have, that is number of factors divided by 2, that we will get 9 by 2, which is nothing but 4.5. 4.5 is meaningless because just now we got 5 different ways we can do it. So there is a small change in the formula. What is that formula? Number of factors plus 1 divided by 2. Because here we are considering as a factor, we are considering 6 only one time, but number of ways are 5, right? That's why this change has been done. So number of factors, how many? 9. So 9 plus 1 divided by 2, that is equal to 10 by 2, that is equal to 5 ways. Okay, so 9 factors are there. Factors are 9, but if the number is a perfect square number, 36 means 6 square, right? So always for perfect square numbers, we will get odd number of factors. Okay, the number of factors will be an odd number for any perfect square. That is, that there are some questions which are asked in the exams based on these factors. Always, if you count the number of factors of a perfect square number, then the answer will be like an odd number. There will be 9 factors, 11 factors, 7 factors, etc. Okay, so the formula will be, if they ask you in how many ways you can resolve it into product of two factors. So number of factors plus 1 divided by 2 will be, whole divided by 2 will be the ways. 5 ways. What are these 5 ways? These are the 5 ways. These are the 5 ways. So if actually in the exam, if it is given, first we will go for the number of factors. Suppose if 36 is taken, 36 can be written as 4 into 9, that is nothing but 2 square into 3 square. Okay, then I take these numbers, 2 plus 1 plus 1. This is 3, this is 3. 3 into 3 is equal to 9. So 9 factors are there. Since it is a perfect square number, that means, how you may ask me, sir, how to check if the big number is given? If any big number is given, how to find that if it is a perfect square? Definitely you will get like this only, even powers you will get 2, 4, etc. Or else, if you get an odd number of factors, definitely you should understand that it is a perfect square number, right? So definitely this is a perfect square number here, 36 we all know. So here number of ways that we can write it as two factors is 9 plus 1 by 2, that is equal to 10 by 2, which is nothing but 5 ways we can write. Now my dear friends, I am taking another perfect square number and let us see how to resolve this 225. 225 is the perfect square number. 225 is nothing but 15 square. So now we will see how to resolve 225 as a factor of two numbers. In how many ways we can resolve 225 as a factor of two numbers. Now we have to find factors. Anyway, we know since 225 is 15 square, obviously I can write it as 3 square into 5 square, right? So 15 means 3 into 5, 3 into 5 into 3 into 5. So I am taking this 2 here. As usual, our trick tells. So this is 3, this is 3. 3 into 3, how much it is? 9 factors. So total 9 factors are there. But what is our formula for perfect squares? What we have discussed, it is number of factors, since it is a perfect square, number of factors plus 1 whole divided by 2. That means 9 plus 1 whole divided by 2, that gives 10 by 2, which is equal to 5. So in 5 ways we can resolve 225 as a factor, as a product of two numbers. That means nothing but 1 into 225, which is nothing but 3 into 75, okay, 5 into 45. So obviously 9 into 25 and 15 into 15. 15 into 15. These are the 5 ways that we can resolve 225 as a. So since 225 is a perfect square, as you know very well, this 15 should be taken only one time. Okay, so that's why 9 factors are coming. So how many ways we can solve it? 5 ways we can resolve 225 as product of two numbers. So what is the formula for perfect square? Number of factors, because you will get an odd number of factors for any perfect square, right? That you know very well. So number of factors plus 1 whole divided by 2. Just for an example, I will take one more perfect square number. Easily we will do it. 196. 196 is nothing but 14 square. 196 is nothing but 14 square. That is 2 square into 7 square. Okay. So that means 2 and 2. 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1. So that is 3. 3 into 3. That is equal to 9 factors. Again, in how many ways we can resolve? Since 9 factors, perfect square it is. So we got odd number as a number of factors. So 9 plus 1 whole divided by 2. So 10 plus 2, that is also 5 ways. So we can resolve 196 also as a 196 also in 5 different ways as a product of two numbers. So it is not that every time you will get only 5 ways as answer. So I have taken just 2 examples. This is the way how we should resolve any number, any given number as a product of two numbers. For non-perfect square numbers also we have seen the case. For perfect squares also we have seen the case. For perfect squares, number of factors plus 1 whole divided by 2. The only thing is first you have to find number of factors, then everything will go very easily.